Hold on, I'm just getting stuff set up here, boys. Good morning. I'm gonna be sharing this to the X real quick. All right, it's posted. Let me know if anything's. My mic seems okay. Yep, seems to be working fine. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. Trying to get this. Sorry, headset died. I'm trying to. There we go. All right. Hopefully, audio is good. Music's not too loud. Today's going to be a little different. Tell me what you guys think. A lot of time goes into making the PowerPoint, but if you guys like it, then I will continue to do that. Hey, appreciate you, Mike. Yeah, so if you guys like this or the other one we did kind of yesterday, let me know, because like I said, a lot of time goes into that. It was recommended to me by somebody to just literally go to the cheat sheets and go down line by line. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Maybe we get into some college basketball if you guys want. I'm a big Florida Gators fan, so all right, let's get into it. I kind of looked at some of these already, and if you guys want me to share my screen for like props.cash, the research that I'm doing, or if you guys just want to kind of follow along, either works with me. Let's go. All right. Appreciate you. So, first game we're looking at, Washington and Charlotte. First thing, I'm cross-referencing this season, last 7. So, right off the ball, see what I did there? No, that was terrible. So, right off the ball, I see, or right off the bat, I see ball for rebounds, and I see him down here but for 3 points, and he's here for 3 points. So yesterday PowerPoint was A1. All right, I appreciate that. I'm sorry we don't have it today, but that's great feedback. I'll work on getting those PowerPoints back so we can have them for future videos and this. And the plan is to kind of do a live Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning, but during the week and stuff, I want to put out videos previewing the next day slate and player props to look out for, like I've done in the past. I'm probably going to put those out fairly late, like 10 p.m. the night of, or 12 in the morning, something like that, 11 p.m. Ideally, I want them out by like 11 p.m. So if you're still up, you can watch it, or when you wake up, you can watch it. And depending on what time I get done, because player props don't come out early, if I'm still working on it, it's like 10 p.m. and I see some player props popping up for the next day, I'll try and take a look at those and I'll try and put them in the video. Other than that, I'm going to be cross-referencing these, and I'll put that information on the sheets, so you can be laser focused when you go to do your research the next day, and you can know who to look for, and you see all the surroundings of the game. Previews would be awesome. I appreciate that. Middleton, lower points, rebounds, and assists. What did he end up doing for Middleton? Not exactly. I didn't track that. I did consider going live last night and watching the Knicks game, and sweating the last under we needed for that parlay to hit. So I considered that, but I didn't. All right, yeah, like I said, hope everyone's having a great Friday. Let's hop into it here. Do you guys want me to mirror my props.cash? Oh, for today you took Middleton. Okay, I see. You can get a little sneak peek at the unders. Have we put these out yet? No, we haven't put these out. Man, 29.5. Okay, so let me actually do what I did yesterday, and I'm going to share my screen so you guys can kind of follow along with me and see what... Oh, no. Follow along with me and see what I'm doing here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up my screen so we can go through this live like we did yesterday. We're getting to the props a little bit earlier than we did though, so that should be pretty good. I was gonna go without it, but then it kind of felt like I was leaving you guys out of some of this stuff. Come on. Is that not working? Yep, and now it's just not. Come on. Sorry guys for the delay. This thing's so difficult. It's just not letting me. That's... Can you guys see that alright or no? I know yesterday someone said they needed it a little bigger. We're gonna keep trying real quick. Try and get this working. It really just doesn't. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Oh my. Why is it? What's up, Tony? Yeah. All right. Come on. No. It's really just not letting me. All right, how's this? Perfect. Perfect. There we go. God. No, if it goes full screen, it'll take up the full screen and it won't let me like exit out of it. It's so dumb. But hopefully this works for you guys. Should be a little better. Okay. Now let's get into it. All right. So yeah, we got a lot of stats. A couple of them overlap. Like I was saying, ball for 3 points made. Excuse me. Yeah, he does decent versus them, but last 5, he's kind of been struggling. He's gone off a couple times and then down. He won this thing. So let's hit the next one. See if we see. Okay, so Bridges for points. Bridges, I don't see him for points up here. Williams, 4 threes, and he's a center. I don't think he shoots that many threes anyways. Yeah, it's not even popping up. So most likely, yeah, nothing. So now we're going to move down to Charlotte stats. So we're looking at ball band right now. Yeah, yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Now we're looking at Charlotte's. So Carrington for rebounds. See Carrington for threes. That's it. Middleton for rebounds. So we do see Middleton for rebounds down here. So versus them, pretty decent. However, last five is a little troubling where he's only averaging 3.6 rebounds and then 3.7 on the season. Not a huge fan of that one. Let's go Sar. Rebounds and assists. And down here, he's there for both of them. So rebounds, still sitting too high. It's at 7.5. He's averaging 6.2. And even on the season, 6. And then against them, 6. He's only played him twice, though. So not a huge fan of that. And then assists. So still, yeah, same thing with his, kind of the same thing with his rebounds, really, to where it's just not worth taking. Not a whole lot of value there. Let's move on to the next game. We're gonna hit. Hey, appreciate you, Tony. Yeah, appreciate all you guys for joining. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. I hope you guys find value in these videos. If you do, like, subscribe, share them. Like, you guys are awesome. We have one of the most, I think, positive, best betting Twitters. I don't like calling myself like a capper, because like it's just, a lot of them are they're like snake oil salesmen almost. Rubs you the wrong way. There are good cappers out there for sure, a lot of good ones. It's just most of them want you to pay for this and pay for that, and then they'll twist words and that they're winning better and all this other stuff. It's just leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. So that's why I don't like to classify myself as a capper. Just iffy. But yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys found value in this stuff, and you guys maybe learn a little bit on like how to research, because when I first got into it, I had no clue how to do any of this, and just learned and as I went. And so, and I'm by no means like, I don't know everything, but I know a good foundation to where you can just, better to know it than not. And a lot of these tips are helpful, so you can have fun while sports betting and also higher chances of winning, really, which is even more fun. All right, so moving on to Brooklyn and Detroit. So couple here. There's not a lot of stats for this game. Both defenses are okay. Thompson for assists, and yeah, there's no Brooklyn stats down here. So we're really looking at Johnson for threes and Claxton for assists. So Johnson threes, Claxton assists. Let's look at Cam Johnson. Ooh, 83% versus. I actually like that. I like that. Yep. Man, if he only had better last five, I hate seeing that, because that tells me like recently there's something wrong. Now if I can look at 3-point attempts, he's averaging 6.6 recently. This season he averages 7.4. So for some reason he's not attempting as many 3-pointers, and he shot 12. Whoa, last time he played him. He's not, and that was back in November 3rd. So it's a little scary, that one. It scares me a little bit. Let's get maybe like injuries. 3. Yeah. I don't know. That's that's tough. And it's kind of juiced at -140. I don't know why that's so, like, that makes me mad sometimes. Name for your supporters, the Heisenbergs. I don't know, you guys, yeah, you guys text some ideas. That's funny though. That's a good one. I see. I see a lot of people hurt. Okay, so we actually do have starting lineups pulled up. Can you guys see that, Will? Let's pull this over. No, some of that's cut out. Let's see if we can drag this over a little bit. All right. So right here we do have I'm looking at the Brooklyn game. Yeah, so Clowney is a game time decision. Whitehead, Russell, game time decision. Yep. All right. Let's not spend any more time than we have to on that one. Maybe assists for him. Yeah, so that's the next. No, threes. Okay. So assists for Claxton. Ooh, 80%. Love to absolutely. Okay, love this. Love last. Oh, his under is catching some heavy action. So now I'm not sure if that's because his line opened at 1.5 and so many people pushed it up to 2.5 that now his under, you know, is just now seeing that. That's weird. Injuries? Potentially? So. Huh. I love seeing this. So I love seeing last 5 where he's averaging 3 and he's hit 4 out of 5. And then I like seeing the last 3 times he's played them. I think 2 of them being this season, at least. He's gone over. Yeah, so Claxton 30 minutes. Okay. Let's look at playing time if there's anything. So 2.2 recently. This season 3. So he's averaging a little less. But I don't know if that's just because they don't. Props.cash doesn't have his info in there for Portland yet. Yeah, potential assists recently. Let's see. 64%. Jokic just had 15 against them. Zubac 5-6. Okay. That's. Why is that? Does this seem kind of trappy to you guys? Does this seem a little trappy to you guys? Because this is. It doesn't look amazing. It doesn't look bad at all. Let's look at a couple more things. We're going to look at potential injuries. It's like Melton, he's been out. He's going to be going up against Duren. So all right, this season he's played Duren twice this season. He's gone over 5-3 off of 4 potential assists each game. So that's kind of a high amount of potential assists. However, we're gonna do kind of something like this. Isn't the sheets, and we'll get the sheets to you guys for tomorrow's games and stuff. But I mean, if we go to, without taking too much time, so down here, so Brooklyn's, we're looking at, yeah, Brooklyn's offense versus Detroit's defense for assists. So they rank 24th in assists, not very efficient in that, and the defense ranks 7th in general. Okay, that's good. That scares me a little bit more. We'll put it down, but we'll put it down in like a clean sheet over here. What's his line? Okay. Yeah, we'll put in that clean sheet right there. Back to this. Yeah, so that's why that's good to kind of take the entire thing into account. And let's see the point total. We're looking at a 217.5. So that is low, leading to less points, obviously less assists. So yeah, let's move on. So we had Claxton for threes, Claxton for assists. And we already looked at Johnson for threes, I think. Yeah, I said I like that, but I didn't like that he was 2. Okay. Yep. That's it for that game, unfortunately. Let's go to this one. Looks like a lot of stats that we can kind of choose from. Hopefully a lot of them cross-reference. So Bane for rebounds. And we're looking right here. Don't see him there. Wells for rebounds. See him for points and rebounds. So he got 1, and then he doesn't do well against them. I don't love that. So Jackson Jr., Jaren Jackson Jr. for rebounds. And I see him down here for rebounds as well. So, man, I'm guessing his line got pushed up. Maybe. Or he just opened that, because that's crazy. 6.5. Yeah. Let's see. Man, I don't love that. Second most rebounds and most rebounds recently. So yeah. Yeah, that checks, but man, the fact he hasn't done it, especially the last 3 times he's played him, it's not comforting. Maybe without Wembanyama. Yeah, still not great without him. Wild. So now we're looking at Edie for points. And I see him down here for rebounds, so not points. All right. So Fox for points. I see him for assists. Nope. Vassell for points. Nope. Barnes for assists. Points and rebounds. Damn. On to the next game. And we got the under sheets as well, so yeah, we got the under sheets to go through as well, so let's not get discouraged like I am. All right. Sacramento, Houston. The most threes to Green. And yep, so love it. Obviously, it's heavily juiced already. That's fantastic. And we're going to add them to this. At the very end, we're going to go through and literally look at, because sometimes perhaps that caches odds up here. Where is that? Right here. Sometimes these aren't very accurate. So we're going to, after this, we'll do a little bit of line shopping and see if there's any of them of value. Okay. So I like it, but if it's 180, I don't know if it's worth, unless we do something like we did yesterday. But agreed, Tony. Agreed. That, I mean, kind of, that was yesterday. I was upset that I couldn't find. I was actually kind of like, it was frustrating not being able to find anything. So then after it, I kind of went through the video and went back through the stats and looked at kind of 2 of them that I really liked. And ended up hitting. So we are currently, what, 19-5 on our last 24 NBA bets, like 79%. It's not bad. I'll take it. So we are looking at, all right, Brooks for threes. Yeah, his line is, ooh, that's why. Because he kind of went crazy the last 2 games, 4 and 5. Yeah, still a little too juicy. Yeah, he's getting around 2 each game versus them. So we will move on to the next one. Brooks, Thompson, most points. And I see him down there for points. This is going to be Amen Thompson. So he's a little shaky. I like him as a player, but he's a little shaky when it comes to scoring that 17, 22, 9, 25. Wasn't injured. He got 20 last time he played. He played 41 minutes. Oh. Let's see if there's any injuries here. Cody Zeller's out for Houston. Man. Let's see. He goes like up and then down, up and then down, up and then down. Tough one. Don't love it just because of the uncertainty. Because Amen double. Let's see. Let's look at it. He got one last time he played him. How are they against? Is there anything else? So like points, threes kind of tie in together. And then points down here. I don't know about that. But like if anything, I'd say points. And there's some action on his overs you can see kind of like right there. Let's move on to the next one. Houston allowed 5th most points to Monk. And there's no last 7 stats for Houston, so pretty good defense. All right, Milwaukee and Dallas. We got a lot of mosts up here. So we're looking at points and rebounds to Irving. Don't see any down there. Rebounds to Christie. We do see rebounds to Christie. Wow, most this season and most recently. And his line is cooked. Absolutely cooked. My goodness. Makes sense, but dang. Well, 3.5 it's saying is 160 down here, which honestly isn't terrible for that. Yeah, 7 minutes. Yeah, don't even worry about that. Let's look at some injuries here. Yeah, they got like every center out known to man. Oh yeah. With his last 5. What do we got him here for? 56% this season. 49, but last 10 recently. Man, we're looking at recently they allow, honestly, season they allow the most. Recently they allow the most. How does he really honestly not get it? And to think he had 1 rebound with 7 minutes when he played, and he's averaging 32. I like it. And he's 80% last 10. I really like that if we can get him at 3.5 rebounds. Like I said, I don't know exactly what the line is at. Okay. Let's move on to the next. All right, so I said Christie rebounds. Thompson for rebounds. Yeah, Thompson for rebounds. Hello. Bang. Boys, is this bet of the day right here? Hold on, let's not. That's crazy. And then last time he played him, he got 10. Yeah, he might be on the unders. What Milwaukee does. Yeah, he's here for points and threes on the unders sheet. So recently. Yeah, back to Minnesota, Dallas, or Milwaukee, Dallas. Sorry, that's crazy. So rebounds. Why? 10th in the league for rebounds allowed. So we'll go over here to Milwaukee's offense. So it'd be wait, hold on. Wrong game. I'm mixed up. Am I tripping? Wait a minute. We moved down to this one. We're on this one now. This isn't the right player. I'm tripping. It's Amen double. Let's check that out. Yeah, I was still on. That's what I was thinking. That Thompson. Wait, are we on Milwaukee, Dallas? So, I had the wrong player in my head, boys. Yeah, it's Klay Thompson. Sheesh. Yeah, no. God. My goodness, I need to. This is my. I haven't drank my coffee this morning. Oh my, that was bad. I went back looking at the Milwaukee Dallas sheets and then I was like, wait a minute. Ooh. All right, we're locked. I'm putting a Alp in, boys. We got we have a damn. What is that promo code for Alp? 10% off. Let's get into it. All right, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. So, why is he not coming up? That's fantastic. So, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Sorry, you drunk. All right. That makes a lot more sense. Holy. Yeah, let's get past that. Brown. Points to Brown. Threes to Brown. Not a whole lot like in there. Dallas doesn't even have any stats for this season. Moving on to the last game on the sheets. We're looking at, so, Oubre for threes. Not there. George for points. Not there. And then Yabusele for rebounds and assists. And he's on there for both of those. All right. Yeah, and what? Joel Embiid was ruled out for the entire season not too long ago. So, what is up with this guy? He's projected to be the starter. What? That's weird. Anyways, yeah, last 70%. Yeah, January 2nd, he played him. He had 6 off of 31 minutes. He's averaging about 20 recently. So, unfortunately, as good as I thought that would look, don't love it. Don't love it. Let's look at assists and keep in mind, yeah, 2.5 with such a big difference. I mean, he only had 6 in 31 minutes. Yeah, let's stay away from that one. I think I saw some people complaining last night that a center was getting like no rebounds. So I'm guessing they bet on this guy. All right. So most points to Curry and the most threes to Curry. Second most points to Curry, most threes. Did you guys see that play that I put? And it was Curry for under 3.5 threes, and he had literally the best game of his entire career against an Orlando offense that allows the least threes, the least 3-point attempts, 3 points made to point, or in general, and then the least to his position. They were the best of the best. Curry, he's just different. Dude's different. It's crazy. So, points and threes, and I'm sure his line is way up there. He had 8. He had 12. Unbelievable. Not loving it. Not loving it. Now we're looking at assist to Butler. If his line was down a little bit more, maybe I'd say yeah, but 5.5, little too steep. Little too steep. He has a game time decision as well. 24, 26, yeah. Yeah. Not like that one. Let's move to the undersheets. So, you take overs only? Yeah. Yeah, literally. So, yeah, ain't that the truth? You can't. He's built different for sure. I was just laughing when I saw that. It wasn't an official play. It's just people were asking what I had, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I like this one. Not to mention, it was minus like 160, and the next day it got bought down to 3.5. So I got him at under 4.5, and that shit got bought down the next day. So great CLV, but didn't end up happening. Not even close. So first game, not a whole lot. Washington, Charlotte, both not very good. Let's Brooklyn, Detroit. All right, game's at 7 o'clock. Let's see. So Cunningham rebounds and threes. Don't see him for any of those. Hardaway Jr. for rebounds. Don't see him down here. Harris for assists. And we see him for points. Nothing crazy. Hayes for rebounds and assists. And we see assists right here for Hayes. Butler. Yeah, Butler. Oh my. So we said under assists, and his line is so high. Or so low, I should say. All right. Now we're looking at, who'd we do? Harris? Now we're down here. So Hayes for rebounds and assists. And we see Hayes for assists. Yeah, he's not on here. So we're going to go Williams for points, Claxton for rebounds. I don't see any of those on here. We're going to move to the next one. So Spurs allow the 5th least assist to Wells. So Wells, don't see him. Paul and Biyombo. So Biyombo is on there for assists. What is going on? Let me restart this app real quick. All right. Still not on there. And neither is Hayes. Crazy. So, yeah, nothing to cross-reference there. And then Wells was the only one on there. So on to the next game. Sacramento at Houston, 8 o'clock tonight. Sacramento, 4th least points, 2 point guards. So Van Vliet. Don't see him there. Green. I see Green rebounds. Nope. There we go. And we're looking at unders now. And he's hit 1, 2, 3. I don't like that he hit last time against him. So, rebounds to Brooks and Thompson. Rebounds to Brooks and Thompson, both down there. Nope. Nope, that's assist. Don't like that. Now we're at Amen Thompson. That's why his line's so crazy. Sheesh. He's on the under sheet for rebounds on both ends. So if someone said, what was it? Points. Amen for points. I would do maybe Dylan B. Yeah, his rebounds, no value there either. Yeah, I know, right? According to Props I Cash, some of the times it's not. A lot of the times it's not. And I need to start these earlier. It's just been a busy weekend, so I wasn't able to create the whole slideshow like I typically do. Glad to hear you guys like that though. I'll continue to do more of those. I was told to like maybe see not doing it, but if you guys like it, you like it, and it's helpful to me personally, and that's what I'm trying to do is create things that are helpful to me and then put them out to everyone to help most of you guys out. Just extremely time consuming. So yeah, Thompson for rebounds, not loving that. Rosen, okay. A lot of stats for Houston, a couple that potentially could overlap. So Levine for points and assists. We're looking up here. He's up here for assists. All right, versus them. Ooh, last time he played him though. So typically versus them. However, that's last season, and he has won last time he played him. Only 26 minutes, so something's up there. He's averaging 36 last 5. I'm guessing his line was at 4.5, and it got bought down to. See, I would have taken that almost no problem at 4.5, but I'm guessing it already got bought down to fucking 3.5. Fantastic, that's great. So, you like seeing the progress, or I like seeing the process. Oh, nice, good, yeah, love to hear that. That's great. Like that's good to know, so I can continue doing these, and I know that. It's helping somebody likes it. Don't forget to like this stream, subscribe to the YouTube, guys, if you're not already, and I'll continue to do more things like this. We got a good NBA record, so kind of speaks for itself a little bit. I'm not saying I'm the best or anything, but it works. Let's say that. 79% hit rate. So yeah, Zach LaVine, I'm guessing his line got bought down, and that's why it's like that. So we're going to stay away from that. I would have taken it at 4.5, but with it being like that, I don't think so. Down to DeRozan for assists and 3 points. We do see him for assists and 3 points here. Yep, so that's bought way down. Same kind of thing with 3 points. He just needs 2, which kind of scares me. And his under is minus 245 apparently. So, wow. Yeah. On to Murray for threes. They allow the least. So I'm guessing this is going to be insane. Yep. Sabonis for points. And then I see him for points up here. All right. Like last 5 actually is crazy. Looks great. But versus them, dude goes off. I wonder. So 33 minutes recently. This season, 35. He's averaging a little less minutes. I wonder why he's not. What is he not shooting as much? Field goal attempts 11.6 compared to 13.1. So yeah, he's shooting less. He's playing a little bit less. He's only gone over 3 times his last 10 games, and this is a hard kind of matchup for him. The thing that makes me not want to take it is the fact that he kills it against them. and is what, Sengun? Let's see, this is the, yeah, Houston, Sacramento. So yeah, Sengun. Let's look at him versus him. I'm assuming he does pretty well just based off of looking up there. Wow. Yeah, he's hit over both times this season. It's a tough matchup. So he does well against Sengun. Last season, kind of, not so much, but we're going to stay away from that one. On to the next. Looking at, I think that was it. That was the last one for that. Yeah. Yep. So Milwaukee, Dallas. Lillard for threes. He's on the bottom one too. All right. Ugh. God, I hate to see that. And that's what makes me not comfortable taking that. His under is heavily juiced as well, considering that. Kind of crazy. Don't like to see it. However, he typically faces Doncic, right? So this is going to be not him. It's going to be probably Kyrie Irving. Let's see who they got projected. Yeah, Kyrie Irving. He's also a game time decision, and Kubo's on there. Versus Irving, yeah, he's gone over. Man. Did he really play point guard here, though? Lillard's point guard. Yeah, he faced Doncic, really. So is there any difference from when Doncic left? Not really. So we're gonna stay away from that one. And then Prince for threes. And I don't see him down there. Now, over here, yeah, there's no Milwaukee this season. There's no stats for Milwaukee this season. On to the last game. We are looking at Golden State, Philly. So Maxey for points, Maxey for assists and threes. And he's on there for assists, and they actually allowed the least recently. So, ooh. Oh, I love this. Oh, he got 6 last time he played him. Actually love this. Averaging 6 this season. Another thing is his line up here. You see the over 162. I guarantee it. It's because his line was up here, and then people already got to it before we did. I guarantee it. I would have taken that. God. I need to start these videos earlier, boys. Like 6 in the morning, apparently, because you got sharps bet early. They really do. Man. So, 5.5. I still don't hate it. I would have loved to have gotten it at 6.5. I mean, if there's some books where he's still at 6.5, that would be, I mean, sleeper, but cooked. -178. That's the only one. Sleeper, apparently. 6.5. Now, I don't know ESPN Bet. They don't have that on here, and I personally go between FanDuel and ESPN Bet on what I use. So I'll put him down here if he's at 6.5. I'll put him for under 6.5 and kind of check those odds out. And especially night before, the odds on it night before, that's when you can really catch some of these plays, because like I said, we've seen like 3 now that that we can tell have been bought down but opened higher, and we could have gotten them at great value, but just literally just caught them too late. Like I said, I'm gonna try and start these earlier, and we're gonna have the whole get up going. So excuse me, we are looking at, so we got Maxi, and he was only on there for assists. Now we're looking at, yeah, that's it. Sorry, that's my dog, Coda. So we are Butler, see if he matches. Points, threes. One second. All right, so Butler, points and threes don't match up there. Dang. That's kind of unfortunate, boys. However, we got these to kind of look over. I'll go, there's still 4 of you guys watching now, so I'll go look over live. See if there's any, see what the odds are and if we can kind of make anything with this. So first, Claxton. Claxton for over 2.5 assists. On FanDuel, it is currently sitting at, okay, let me go into it. Not even available on FanDuel. ESPN Bet. Let's go check those odds out. So Claxton for over 2.5 assists. He is Did I mean to put over? Because his odds are showing plus 115 on ESPN Bet. Over 2.5 assists. Let's go look at that one. Plus 115, huh? A lot of action on the under, apparently. Okay. Pulling this back up. Odds look like... Those are the odds on ESPN. So, going back to the sheets. So the most assists this season, second most assists recently to centers. He is 80% last 5. He's hit it the last 3 times he's played them. Melton's been out for a minute, so that's not going to matter. 3 assists. 2.2 potential assists. 3. So he's averaging less potential assists, but I think that's just because FanDuel, Props.Cash hasn't updated this yet. Because there's no way he had no potential assists and 3 assists, right? So, man. And then centers versus them. 64%. 55%. Why does that seem so trappy though? ESPN Bet literally has him for plus 115 That's crazy. It seems so trappy. What is going? Is there something we don't know, boys? All right, we're gonna do a little bit deeper research into this. So I think there's one point I brought up. This is Brooklyn. So Nets versus Pistons. One point I brought up. I think it was the Brooklyn's offense for assists and Detroit. So 7th in defending assists, which lines up with, 8th, 7th. They're 7th best, and then Brooklyn really doesn't. They're 24th in actually making assists, so their efficiency there is a little off. It's basically a mismatch right here. 24th and 7th. Man, that could be the only reason why I think. And the total for this game, I think we said, was pretty low. Yeah, 217. That's pretty dang low. Man, leading to less assist chances. I really wanted to like that one. I really did. That's the reason why his under is so crazy, or is kind of crazy. I still honestly don't hate the value. I don't hate it for plus 115. It's not bad. Let's dig into these other ones to see if kind of the same thing applies. So looking at Jalen Green over 2.5 3 points made, we're going to look at FanDuel. Minus 178 on FanDuel. He's plus 120 at 365. You talking about Claxton? It's literally because of the point total. It's because this point total is so low. What is it? Brooklyn, yeah. Yeah, it's because that's at 217. League average, I believe, is like 220. Recently, it might be a little higher. So that's a low total to see. Meaning less points, less assists. That's the only thing I could see, and it affects the game because there was one time I didn't take that into account, and he like went. I mean, I was betting on someone's under for assists, and the total was hella high. He ended up getting like 1 over, just because that total. So it really does matter. Yeah, that's the reason. We're gonna look through this. We're looking at Jalen Green for 3 points made on ESPN Bet. All right. Yeah. Under is 3. Yeah, his line moved to over 3.5. So that's 3.5. That's no longer. But we could do on FanDuel for minus 178. Insanely juiced. I'm just seeing if we can cook up something maybe. So Max Christie, 3.5 rebounds. His line moved up to 4.5 rebounds on FanDuel. So it's still at 3.5 for minus 160 on ESPN bet. All right, last one. Tyrese Maxey under 6.5. Looking on ESPN. So his odds on, come on. Line moved down to 5.5 on ESPN bet. I'm assuming it's probably not going to be much better. On FanDuel. Yep, moved down to 5.5 on that as well. Man. So I actually still like these two. But one's on FanDuel and one's on ESPN bet. Should you do Biombo assist again? Now that he's on the team fully? Probably got let's look at that. Oh yeah, it's not letting me. That's right. It's just not popping up for me for Biombo. I can't even look at his line. But let's look at. Averaging more, yeah, he's averaging more minutes. He said 80% of his last 5. Last 2 games versus them, 10 and 12. However, he was 23 and 24 minutes. And kind of getting that some of these games 23, 24 there. That's a tough one. Defense versus position looks pretty good. Some action on the over as well. The only thing that really worries me is down here, 10 and 12. Can't see that. 10 and 12 right there. That's about the only thing I'd say for that. And Biombo, I can't even look at his stuff, so it's unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can cook something here, though. That's crazy. The line difference between FanDuel and ESPN. So Max Christie is minus 160 on ESPN, but on FanDuel, dude's minus 200. Let's look at Jalen Green. So if we do both of those, total comes out to plus 136. Yeah, total comes out to plus 136 on this. Man. If we parlayed both of these guys on FanDuel. Let's take one more look at them real quick, see if we can lock something in. All right. So Jalen Green, and we're looking at 3-pointers made. He's averaging 3 on the season. Last 5's 80. Versus them. Cody Zeller really doesn't change a whole lot. He's also 80% last 10. Sacramento and Houston, right? So let's... Totals high, 230. Now we're looking at Houston's offense versus Sacramento's defense for... So 22nd, set 27th. Bottom of the league, but they're also bottom of the league. Sacramento's defenses. And we're looking at a specific player. 3-point attempts. They are dead last in the league for 3-point percentage. So I don't hate it. I don't hate it. If we do put this together, maybe we go light on it. I don't know. Because, yeah, I don't hate that. On to the next pick. We had Christie for rebounds. If we put him at 4, 80%, obviously he wasn't like a... Yeah, he's playing 7. He's averaging 7 minutes, so I wouldn't worry about that. Recently, 32. Rebound chances are 6 recently compared to 5, so he's getting more rebound chances. 80% last 10 and last 5. Same thing with Jalen Green, right? For 3-pointers. Now it's kind of bugging me. Yeah, Jalen Green, same thing. Last 5. Last 10, last 5. So injuries, let's see, without and like a lot of big men out also. So either hits that or he hits 3 of them. Shooting guard, yeah, most and second most. Let's go back to Christie. Oh no, we were just on. We're looking at... Yeah, shooting guard. 58% this season. Gone over recently. 50 9. And then %56%, and then this season gotcha. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so 49%, but recently 56. What do you guys think? We do we lock in those two at plus 136? Or do we stay away from? That's tough. It's tough. Or do we just do Max Christie over 3.5 rebounds on low-key assists for Christie? All right. I don't hate it. They're also 9 in assists. Oh, yeah. Last thing we're going to check for Chrissy. We might just log in. Guys, are we okay with the juice on minus 160 though? A win's a win, but damn. That might be the official play. Juiced as heck, but that's what we get for researching it dang near noon. My fault. My fault, but let's look at this real quick. We already on? Yeah, we're already on that. No, we need to go Dallas, Milwaukee, I think it is. And we want Dallas offense. 16th, and their defense is 26th. Mismatch there. They allow a lot of rebounds. His team rebounds, I mean, better, middle of the league. And with all those big men out, I think see what the total. $228. Normal, fairly normal total. It's a tad high, but not too bad. What if we looked at last 5 without Doncic, right? And then we also said 55%. Man. Yeah, just put more money on it. We might do that. And he hits right at 4, which is kind of scary. But literally, they allow the most, the second most. The point total's there. The mismatch is there for the actual teams on what they perform, how they perform for rebounds, how the other team performs against rebounds allowed, or for rebounds allowed. So, man, I think we just roll with Max Christie. If you guys want to pair him with something and get a plus 136 on FanDuel, you can do Jalen Green for over 2.5 threes. You can add him for 2 threes, and then you'll get a plus 136. So the apps you use, can you flex? So yeah, absolutely, brother. OddsShark. OddsShark's a great one. They have like computer odds. It's not very accurate in my experience, but if you come over here, it's actually pretty cool. And if you guys are interested, we could research college basketball. I know there's a couple good games. We could see if there's anything. Obviously, we're hitting those late too, so lines are gonna move where they move. However, so this is cool, pretty cool site. If I can back out enough, let's just go to the NBA homepage. So you go here, lots of cool stuff. Washington, and it's free. We don't pay for any of this. It'll tell you like all these up here, all these games. Like I said, oddshark.com. Yeah. So it'll give you all this, what's going on, and it'll tell you where the line's moving. So there's some line movement and the point total towards the over. There's line movement towards the over, under on this one. And then this is, yeah, just the spread, obviously. But yeah, it's super, super helpful. Props.cash is the actual app we're using. Let me lock in Christie real quick live. All right, we locked it in. Max Christie. That's the best bet of the day so far. And if you guys want, skip. I broke it up. UK Auburn about to start. Yep. UK Auburn. I broke it. I don't know what you mean. Oh, LO accent. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so yeah, basically that. Props.cash, if you guys sign up online to their website, use code HB777, that'll get you 25% off your first month. So I think like $5 if you're doing the $20 plan. That does come to us, full disclosure. That's I guess a way to support us, but we use that every single day when betting. Actually not for an hour. Yeah, we can go look at UK and Auburn, honestly, and that's a totally different way we research that. I actually love watching college basketball, but I'm not huge. I don't handicap it often, but what worked, we were killing it college football season. So what worked for me there, I'll apply those same things, and maybe I'll put a little something on this game. So whenever what's that? Whenever this game comes live at 8:30, last night I thought about going live and just sweating it live, but I don't know. Maybe I do that tonight. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm actually probably going to be working on the bets for tomorrow. So Christie over 3.5 rebounds. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Tony, it's juiced. It's at -160, and that's my fault for getting to the line so late. We're here at noon, so a lot of that action is gone. But that's the best one I found for under -170, and about 160 is as high as I'll go. If it's like anything over -160, -165, I'm not gonna typically don't touch it. But that's the best bet. I'll post that on Twitter a little later. Appreciate you guys coming in. But if you guys want to see some college basketball, I mean, we can't really look at it on props.cash because we are not in a state that allows college prop bets for, yeah, college prop bets, really. So, all right. And if you guys have any suggestions, please lay them out. If there's anything you guys want to see, you guys are my best resource in like being like, hey, we like this, we don't like this. Like a couple of you guys already said you like the how I lay it out on the PowerPoint typically. And if you guys like the videos coming out like instead of the lives, if you guys want the videos coming out the night before, so you can kind of watch them in the morning and get a read on how the games are going, key injuries, stuff like that. Share it, tell people about this so we kind of get bigger and we help most people. We don't charge for a single thing. We barely make any money, but the money we do make is from our affiliate stuff. So like if you guys buy something, we'll get a little cut of that. Other than that, everything's for completely free. And when we do that, our thought process is we're benefiting you. We're providing something to you, i.e. the pouches or the pouches or, you know, props.cash subscription. You guys get something off of it and then we make a little something on it. So other than that, we will never charge for picks. We're always going to upload our cheat sheets for free, the ones we currently have. But yeah, as much exposure as we can get, just tell whoever you know about us, and if you like what we're doing, and yeah, we just want everyone to be responsible, have fun sports betting. Most of these people, I'm gonna be honest with you, professional, excluding a lot of what is that? Arbitrage betting and stuff like that. Like that's actual like hard, like, okay, you make this much percent return on it. But most professional sports bettors, I think, only make like looking at percentage. Yeah. 53 to 54% of the time. Set up clean, just maybe find a way to have the info cover the screen background in your face on the side of it. So you're saying the info take up most of the screen back here is kind of what you're saying? So where there's not a whole lot of space. I see what you're saying. I see, like fit most of it to screen. That's helpful. Like the green setup. Sorry, hold on, sorry. The green setup. Oh, the green screen. So you're talking, just for clarification real quick, you want like these to kind of cover most, like this entire screen? What just happened? All right. You mean like the background of the desktop? Okay. All right. That's good info. This one's a little bit more informal. Are you you're talking about like in the videos I do, like the videos that I have on here, it's where that PowerPoint takes up the entire space of the actual like what's going on. I think that's what you're referring to. But that's good here. Oh, so face in the corner and the video in the completely and stuff in the complete background. Okay. Good info. I will. I really honestly really appreciate that feedback. That's interesting. That's yeah. All right. Yeah, so going back to this, yeah, most professional sports bettors, 53 to 54%. If you run across any page, it's like, oh, we're constantly winning this, that, the other. A lot of the time it screams scam, and you guys know, you're smarter than that. But anyways, yeah, so let's look at so you were asking about resources essentially, and for college basketball and college football, really, this is kind of how I went through pickdogs.com. So do something like this. Let's do that. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, so basically for college basketball, it's kind of how I research, and then I'll go on OddsShark and specifically looking at, what do you say? Did he say Auburn, Kentucky? Hey, thanks. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Let's go. What you were talking about? Yeah, UK Auburn. So I'll go here. Auburn ranked #1, huh? Trying to fit both of these in the. All right. Yeah, so basically I'll go here. Look at this. Let's see if there's anything crazy. Expert. Yeah, it's a player prop. I can't do that. If you can, it's a lot better. But a lot of college and stuff changes drastically, and a lot of it's like coaching is what I've learned from football. College football is like the coaching is a lot of the times what matters, but a lot of these stats of these trends, 6-3 against the spread in their last 9 games. Auburn is 5-0 straight up, 7-0 straight up, 7 games on the road. The over, and then 2-6 against the spread on their last 8 games played on Saturday. Interesting stat. And then you look at Kentucky, 4-2 against the spread. 18-2 straight up last 20 home games, 1-5 against the spread last 6 games played in March. See, I don't know how much weight that holds, but it's a trend, and a lot of betting is following trends. Some people have different takes. They say, oh, don't do that. But then with trends, you also got to look at a whole lot of other things like people, who's in, who's out, injuries, stuff like that. I don't know if the Gators are playing today. But going back to resources, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if they're. And this ain't even. March 1st today. It's A&M. Why? Oh, the night game against the Aggies, huh? Yeah, I don't know why it took so long to come up with that. Sheesh. So, I'm gonna, just for fun, if you guys want to continue watching, you can. I'm just gonna kind of go through this for the fun of it. See what's going on. So, Gators are at home. Home teams typically for college basketball, huge advantage. Huge advantage. Come on. All right. Give me all the games. Right here. Point spread's at 9. Gators are favored. They're predicting the win by like 5. Florida will win. A&M will cover. Total will go over. That's just their computer thing. They're saying Florida money line minus 500. Over. So then overall, 200th in points scored, 53rd in points allowed. Opposite side, 12th in offense, 31st in defense. And what I'll do here is I'll go over here. Try and find this game. Cincy versus Houston. What? Am I tripping? All right, now we got into February. I think we missed it over here. All right. 2 hits for Florida on this page. There we go. It was on the very first page. God, why wouldn't it be? This is what I love. Pick dogs. Great. They also got a YouTube channel. Shout out to them. They really do. They do some pretty good work. But I'll cross-reference this. I'll cross-reference that. Sometimes I'll do Vegas Insider. And I'll kind of look what they got as well. I used to have an account. I don't anymore. Because college football's over. We'll see if we can find Florida here, though. Yes, you need like a thing, but right here you can see a bunch of these line differences, which is huge. So yeah, minus 8.5. So they're saying this is the best price you can get it for if you're betting on Florida, and this is the best price you can get Texas A&M for if you're betting on the Aggies. So helpful in that sense. Total, same thing here. You can look at all the different odds on all these different sports books, and then the money line 420, while on FanDuel 430. So you can look at different prices. And we do have a somewhat free pick, and this guy's taking the Gators minus 8.5, 5-2. 24 straight up is 13-1 straight up, 10-4 against the spread at home, going 6-1 against the spread in 7 SEC home games. So a little bit of his thing. In the Gators, lone single-digit chalk spot, they destroyed Tennessee. Yep, I watched that one actually. And then team battle, 26 points deficit. Okay. UF's 3 previous bounce back spots this season as 173, 73, 43 versus the Bulls, 86, 40 Texas, Vandy, 3-0 both straight up and against the spread in those contests. A&M on the road, the Aggies have lost 3 games in a row, straight up and against the spread, including 70-54 loss at Mississippi State. They have beaten the University of Florida 5 games in a row by nearly 10 combined points until the Gators rallied from an 18-point deficit to beat Texas A&M 95-90 in last year's tournament. But that's just one guy. I cross-referenced that with Pick Dogs, right? So then Pick Dogs has got a whole thing on their analysis on the game. So then I read that, and then I'll go over here and I'll see some trends that I like for myself. But for now, then we'll go to the next step in the process. And I'm doing this because Gators are my team. You can see that. Yeah. Go Gators. Also like the Bucks back there. But let's get into this. Let's read this real quick. The Aggies, Florida Gators meet on Saturday. Yep. Here's the picks, whatever. Aggies 20-8, 14-2-2 against the spread. Experienced their worst period of the season. We know that because we read over here that he was saying they're on like a 3-4 game losing streak. The Aggies are. They lost to Mississippi State, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. They'll face the number 3 and number 1 teams in the country the next 2 games, and then play 2 of the final 3 on the road. So they're 6th in the SEC standings, two games behind Florida and 5 behind the top place Auburn. A&M averages 73. They're 199th. We saw that down here. And allow 66. So their defense is okay, but their offense is terrible. And oh no, I lost. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so all right, 199th, loses team high. Okay. Gators 24-4, 20-8 against spread, playing some excellent basketball. 9 of the previous 11 games they won, and were on a 6-game run before narrowly losing to Georgia 88-83 on the road. During the 6-game stretch, Gators beat number 1 ranked Auburn with 2 of the next 3 at home. Florida hopes to finish the regular season among the top 4 teams in the conference. At the moment, they're in 3rd. Florida is 12th in points per game, 54th in points allowed per game, and they're getting 42. All right, they dish out 15. Walter Clayton Jr. Okay, whatever. Florida's, so why Florida will beat Texas? Then they kind of give this. Sometimes they'll give the devil's advocate. But Florida has won 17 of its last 18 night games at their stadium. Texas A&M has lost each of its last 4 games against top 10 AP ranked opponents. Lost the first half in each of its last 5 games against. Interesting. So then total points. 8 of Florida's total last 9 games against the Southeastern Conference at their stadium, or at that wherever they're playing, have produced a total of 148 plus points. And the total here is come on, 148. So all their games have, all right, 148. All right. Each of Texas A&M's last 4 night games against top 10 AP have produced a total of 150 points. So both teams score. But then the Aggies offense isn't crazy. Florida ranks 7th in Division I teams for opponent 3-point percentage. Florida ranks 7th among Division I teams for net rating. A&M ranks 5th among Division for rebound percentage and 7th for rebounds per game. Even though A&M won 4 of the previous 5 head-to-head encounters, Florida did win the most recent, and they played in 2024. The Aggies are not playing well at the moment. They failed to score more than 69 points. Gators, on the other hand, are 13-1 at home and won each of the past 5 games, as Florida is one of the best teams against the spread with 20-8 record. Florida has covered the spread in 15 of its last 23 games at home, and I'm backing them to cover it once again. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, so if we look here, a lot of things they kind of just went over is 12th for 12 points scored, 84th for field goal percentage, 3rd for rebounds, whereas 199th, 316th, and 8th for rebounds. So they rebound pretty well. A&M does, at least. Yep, 12th, 31st. I mean, their defense is actually not bad sitting there. Shooting, yeah, field goal percentage, 3.3 attempts, yeah. Normal. Rebounds, we've established they're pretty decent, and these Gators aren't bad. And then assists, kind of the same, 57th. All right. Now, head-to-head, 5-5, 5-5, and if you look at last 3, I think, yeah, 2-1, 1-2. That one being the most recent, 71. Yeah, so the Aggies got 20-8, and then so right here, as favorite, 22-2. 15-4. As the underdog, 2-2, 5-4. Against the spread, 20-8. And then you see the Aggies 14-11. They do great covering the spread. Gets the spread at home, 10-4. Gets the spread at away, 4-4. Over under 12-16 to the under, 10-18 to the under. 6-8 away, 2-6. Now we go down here to the last bit of information, and I just realized that this says NBA picks and predictions. However, we're doing college basketball real quick. Total's gone under in 9 of Texas A&M's last 12 games, 14-6 straight up, 5-1 straight up, under in there, 4-1 against the spread, 7-1 against the spread, 8-3 set up. So Florida 6-1 against the spread, 5-0, 1-4. Tough. All right, we're probably gonna take Florida. It's not an official play though. But no, I appreciate you guys hanging with, and if you guys are still watching, really appreciate it. Like, subscribe. If you guys want to see more of this, peace out.